Hey, what's up you guys? Today I'm going to be doing a first trimester overview. So today I'm going to be talking about my first trimester and how it went. I am currently 15, almost 16 weeks. So I have been tracking on my Ovia Focus, Ovia pregnancy app, which is not going to show up. Oh, there it is. Other side. This one right here. So I will kind of go through week to week and talk about what happened. So let's scroll back here. So I found out I was pregnant on May 23rd. The first week, sorry, none of my stuff's, I did have a lot of diarrhea. I don't know if it was pregnancy related, and I had tender breasts. And then about halfway, I think it was near the end of that week, I started getting a lot of pelvic discomfort and pressure, which I ended up feeling like I had a UTI. So I ended up going to the doctor. He said I didn't, so I went to my primary care physician because it was a little bit faster, but he said it didn't come up as a UTI, and but he still gave me an antibiotic. I went ahead and just sent a message to my OB, and just to make sure the antibiotic was perfect for pregnancy. I didn't trust the guy. I'm sorry. Not trying to be sexist, but I just wanted to make sure it was good. And she ended up sending in a different antibiotic, and I went ahead and took it, even though everything came out clear, and I started to feel better. The week, so that was the first 2 weeks. 6 weeks, excuse me, I was still having some diarrhea. I started getting fatigue, and then I think it was that Sunday right at 6 weeks that I started experiencing some weird symptoms. And it was actually that night I came home, and I could not breathe. Every time I sat down, I couldn't breathe. It was just like, it was like a weird feeling. I finally ended up relaxing and going to bed, and then the next day I was having some more dizziness, more fatigue, shortness of breath, neck aches, back aches. I was freaking out. It was actually probably the week before, when I was having the UTI stuff, that I was having some fears about miscarriage, and the fears of miscarriage coming back. So I was up a lot trying to like calm myself to go to sleep. I ended up going to the doctor, my OB's, one of the nurse practitioners, and she said that I was having anxiety attacks. I was getting like tingling in my face and my hands and not able to breathe. They also did some blood tests and found out my vitamin D was low, so I had to start taking vitamin D. I was not going out a lot because it was quarantine, so there's a lot going on. Once I figured out what it was, I know how to control my own stress. She was trying to get me to go to like a group to talk to people, and I was like, no, I know how to deal with my stress now that I know what it is. I thought it was something else. So I was able to get back to the gym and start working out again, and that made me feel better. But if you don't know, go ahead and go to the doctor. After that week, and I got things under control, it was just tender breasts, a lot of heartburn. I actually ended up going to get, no, I didn't get Tums till after I went to my first appointment. And then the 23rd of June, I had my first ultrasound at 8 weeks. Got to see the baby, and I've already shown that video, but if I haven't, I'll put it up here. Most everything was heartburn. About week 9 is when I started getting constipation and some coughing and runny noses. I had that in my last pregnancy. Lots of heartburn. Still lots of heartburn. My appetite began to decrease around week 10. I was having nausea, and this was just kind of throughout. I don't know about when it started, but about every day around 4 or 5 o'clock, I would start getting nauseous and not really wanting to eat. So I'd mostly eat my breakfast and lunch, and then dinner time was just, it was really hard for me to eat anything. I would still eat, but it was really hard to have like healthy meals. And then Sundays, I always get like super sick on Sundays. I don't know why. It's just like maybe I wasn't drinking enough water or something. Then week 10, I did get some leg cramps. Randomly, a lot of bloating and constipation. I know at one point I ended up getting Tums, which helped with the heartburn. And then I also started taking Colace when I needed it, so that was helpful just when I needed it. It was around 12 weeks that I had an increase of cervical fluid discharge. It was a lot. So I hit my 12 weeks then, and then I went in for my 12-week appointment, which is also in my video. Heard the heartbeat then, had some more heartburn, more cold symptoms. I started getting headaches around then as well. I also had, I forgot to mention this, I did have a bunch of migraines kind of when I was having the when I was having some of the instances with the panic attacks. Come on, camera, get your life together. So I did have some migraines then, but they went away after I kind of got my vitamin D under control. And through 13 weeks, it was mostly just battling constipation, occasional diarrhea, and occasional headaches and heartburn. I usually get heartburn the same time every day. It's not bad heartburn, it's just very uncomfortable because I always get it when I'm driving home, and I have like a 40-minute to an hour drive, and it's just ugh. So that was my first trimester. If you'd like to hear more about some of my struggles, like with the anxiety and things at the very beginning, and how I dealt with it throughout the first trimester, make sure you leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to make that video for you. Or else I hope this video was very helpful to those of you out there that may be experiencing similar symptoms to me. And I will see you all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See y'all.